Everyone, and welcome to episode 2 of Q&A Tuesday. So let me float this around here. Oh, there we go. All right. Hi, everyone. Welcome to episode 2 of Q&A Tuesday. If you joined me last week for episode 1, you got to hear all about Photoshop and Illustrator and InDesign and how you're probably using them wrong. This week, we're doing episode 2. So for those of you who don't know who I am, my name is Megan Maydell. I'm the owner of Moxie and Grace, and I help creative entrepreneurs with their business and brand strategies. So basically, you know your brand sucks, you know that you need to fix it, you know that it needs help, you know that's missing something, and I'm the one to help you get it done. So welcome to episode 2. You can find the episode number 1 over on my YouTube channel. Oh, thanks, Gabby, for sharing on Twitter. Let me block this dude. Thank you. Okay. So if you want to find my past episodes, like episode 1, it is over on my new YouTube channel. Just search for Moxie and Grace and it'll pop up. And like I said, it's all about how to use Illustrator, InDesign, and Photoshop correctly. So today's question is, should I run Facebook ads to get more likes on my business Facebook page? I'm over no one seeing my posts and I'd rather get rid of it altogether. Okay, so yeah, yikes, crap. There are 2 big things, first of all, kind of going on here. And the big thing that's working against you are Facebook algorithms. So Facebook, basically in a nutshell, has, hi, Lori68. So Facebook has investors and they want to make money, right? Well, Facebook isn't going to charge, you, the basic user, anything. This is the only informative vid I've seen since I joined yesterday. Thanks. All right, well, I'm glad to hear it. So since Facebook has 0 plans to start charging regular Facebook users, they need to make their money off of businesses, right? And advertising. Well, your Facebook biz page is essentially potential ad revenue for them. So of course, they're going to keep your organic reach low so that you have to pay to get more people to see it. It's how they end up making money. I mean, if you were running a business, you're not running a business to not make money. It's the same way for Facebook. So they're just trying to make things really work for them. And this kind of takes us into the sad part where, you should spend money to run ads should you spend more money to run ads to get more likes so that your organic reach reaches more people? And that's essentially what the question was for today. And my answer to that is no. And actually it's more like a hell no. Your Facebook page likes get you nowhere. I mean, I'm sorry, but that's kind of the case. It's nice for an additional web presence that can lead people to your website or Instagram or whatever it is. I leave it on landscape because I upload all of these to YouTube later, and so it's not really conducive to the portrait format. So if you guys just rotate your phones, you guys can see it full screen too. So back to what I was talking about. So Facebook page likes get you nowhere. If your Facebook business page essentially serves as an additional web presence that can lead people to, oh, thanks, Jesse, check it out. So it can lead people to your website, your Instagram, or whatever, various other social media stuff you have out there. And also, if you're spending money to pay for people to like your Facebook page, there's no way to measure the return on your investment. How are you going to check that? Oh, somebody liked your Facebook page that they might not ever end up seeing the post that you put on there because it's not like it's saying the same 10 people get the organic reach. It's showing it to whatever random 10 people decided to like your Facebook page at that certain time. So it could be showing it to your mom, who of course probably likes your Facebook business page, but isn't exactly an ideal client. So you're paying for people to like it who couldn't be, who might not be the most qualified or could end up not seeing your organic reach in the first place. And then there's no way to kind of say, okay, I spent $200 on running this Facebook ad and, oh, it was totally worth it because I got XYZ clients from it. That's rarely how it works. So I definitely suggest that you don't spend money on running Facebook ads for likes. If you're going to spend money running ads, you need to have some kind of a goal that has a measurable return. So again, back to the whole return on your investment thing. Big things are like a newsletter sign up. You can run, if you have like a cool opt-in that's really killing it for your ideal client, you can say, hey, sign up for this, and you can use now their new conversion pixels, like tracking pixels that Facebook has, and they will let you know when somebody's made it all the way to the thank you page, which means they put in their email address, which is someone that you can track now that you have that person's email address. You can say, oh, okay, they did open all of this, or this person explicitly came to me and said, hey, I loved XYZ, so I want to buy XYZ from you. That's something that you can track. Another good thing is like a webinar sign up, anything that can get people actively engaging and involved so that you can measure it is something that's worth spending money on Facebook ads for, not likes. So I bet then you're wondering, why the hell do you still need a Facebook business page then if getting more likes isn't kind of this worthy goal or isn't worth kind of sending people to? So first of all, you need a Facebook business page to be able to run ads in the first place. You can't do it through kind of a personal page. You need to have either like a public figure page or a business page, stuff like that, not like a private personal Facebook personal page, like my personal Instagram or my personal Facebook page wouldn't do it. And like I said earlier, it also still does give you kind of that additional web presence. So it's something for additional people to land on. So since you have to have it to run ads, it really needs to jive with the rest of your brand. So are you saying that if you have a business, you can use Facebook to open a business? No, I think that you need to be using a website for that. This is just kind of a marketing tool to have an additional web presence to kind of get you out there so that whenever people are searching for you, they're finding additional outlets. They're finding, hi DJ, they're finding additional areas where they can find you at and connect with you at. But the main hub for your business really needs to be on your own website because we don't own social media. So Facebook could, if they wanted to, I don't think they will, but if they wanted to, they could go away tomorrow and you'd be fucked because the only area where you have your business located is on Facebook and they decide to get rid of it. So I suggest everybody kind of have their main business hub on their own website and then use things like Facebook business pages, Facebook groups, Instagram, Twitter, all that kind of stuff as like additional areas for people to land on for their business so they can get to know them a little bit better. They can have easier access to their resources. I've been telling my client this for years. Yes, it's the number one thing I have to get through my clients' heads is to stop thinking that you own social media and it's the only area where you can put things at because it's not. I do understand now, so it's an advertisement plot. Yeah, advertising and marketing is just another way to kind of get yourself out there. And Facebook is really good for just being able to connect with people on more of a personal level. That's what it's awesome for. So you need your Facebook page, your business page to kind of jive with your brand because it's still something that people can land on. Any suggestions for a good app for a feedback form on Facebook? You would do that on your website. So you would, have like your survey forms and all of that hosted on your website, and that's where you would send people. You wouldn't do that through Facebook, or if you were going to post something about it on Facebook, you would send them a link to their, to whatever page it is on your website. So anyway, back to what we were talking about. Your brand needs to match on your Facebook page because people can still land on it. And if it's the first thing that they land on and it's the first kind of experience that they're getting with your brand, you're welcome. If it's the first thing that they're encountering with your brand, you don't want it to be, oh, this person only posts random shit or they're never on here. So maybe their business doesn't exist anymore. So they don't look into it any further than that. You don't want that to be their experience with your brand. So there still needs to be some sort of consistent thing going on there. And so what I do, and kind of the easiest way I figured out how to do this, you guys don't have to do this, you can figure out a way that kind of makes it work for you, but so it still looks like I'm in business, I'm still posting consistent visuals, I'm still posting in my consistent voice, I'm posting about things that, my business is concerned with. I only post once a week on my Facebook business page. I'm not concerned with people liking it. I'm not concerned with people sharing it. It's just so that whenever people happen to land on my Facebook business page, they think that I still exist and they can get a taste of what it is that I'm posting so that they do go look for my, biz idea to website course or for my website or for my Facebook group or for my Twitter or my Instagram or anything else, because really the only point of me having this Facebook business page is so that I can run ads at any point in time that I want to. So I only post once a week on Thursdays, and that's when I send out my newsletter. I hate the word newsletter, so it's called my weekly chat. So that's the only time that I kind of throw something out there. It keeps my feed full of images that are spot on with the visual aspects of my brand. It gives people a taster of what my brand is, like I said earlier, and it lets people know I'm still around because I'm posting consistently. Now, consistently for you could be, every other week. Consistently for you could be every other day. It's kind of, how do people land on Facebook pages? So let's say that they are on my website and they just want to see what I have going on Facebook. if they happen to end up on my Facebook business page, they click on it, or if they're searching, a lot of and Facebook pages have started to come up in searches a ton more now. So if they're searching your business name and Facebook is the, most active thing that kind of pops up for that link, that's what they're going to land on first. And if it's something where you're kind of haphazardly posting or doesn't really match your brand, or it's something that people, you kind of given up on because you felt like the organic reach wasn't worth it, they're going to land on it and they're going to be like, oh, well, this chick isn't doing anything. I'm not dedicated enough to go find her website that maybe isn't optimized for SEO, or is maybe, 2 more results down the Google page, because we all have super short attention spans, right? They're, somebody, if they're really not dedicated, isn't going to go through every link on the first page of the Google searches or something like that. So you really want to make sure that it fits without having to spend a ton of time on it, because to be honest with you, at the end of the day, it's not worth spending the money to run Facebook ads for likes and to be getting people to like your Facebook business page. Could you tell me the name of your YouTube page, please? New fan from India. It's Moxie and Grace. Just go to YouTube and search for Moxie, Moxie, and Grace, and episode 1 will pop up. This is episode 2. Episode 1, again, was about InDesign, Illustrator, and Photoshop. So that's pretty much how I do it to kind of keep it regular for people. Don't give up on Facebook either if you're kind of thinking, you're welcome. If you're kind of thinking like, crap, I'm really strapped on cash, I can't run ads to lead to any awesome opt-ins that I have, because I'm not sure about what the return on my investment's going to be or anything like that, and you were really, that your ideal client's on Facebook, but clearly Facebook business pages aren't working for you. Another amazing idea is to start a Facebook group. They get a ton of engagement. People are more likely also to see your posts because the Facebook algorithms haven't started kind of screwing with those yet. So you can post in there and know that the people who are inside of your group are going to get a notification, assuming they haven't turned the notifications off, but that's something they have to go in and manually do. It's automatically set on. So whenever you post something, they're going to get a notification, hey, Megan posted in the Eat, Sleep, Create, Be Boss group, so maybe I should go check it out. And then they go look at the post, they comment on it, they engage with it, they engage with each other. So that's an amazing way to kind of get more people involved with what your business is saying and doing if you're kind of strapped on cash and you don't want to run Facebook ads. Go start your own Facebook group and start inviting people who are ideal clients. Start inviting everybody who's on your email list to join. Start inviting everybody, do a pinned post on your Facebook business page that says, hey, I've started this Facebook group. So if you want to get more involved with me and you want to hear more from me on a, consistent basis, a daily basis about everything that's going on, go join my Facebook group. Yes. Thank you, One Tight Chip. So go start one of those. I mean, it doesn't take hardly anything, and the smaller groups tend to have a lot more engagement because things don't get lost as quickly. So don't be worried that, you have a group that only has 60 people in it when there are groups out there that have 10,000 people in it. I find that the groups that have 10,000 people in it, I post in there and it gets lost in the feed so quickly that maybe my question gets answered by like 2 people who maybe don't have any business answering that question. So there's not a lot of engagement. There's not a lot of people going on there. So don't be worried about the number. So that just about wraps up this Q&A Tuesday. If you have any questions of your own that you want me to answer, shoot me an email. My email address is Megan, MEGHAN, @withmoxieandgrace.com. You can shoot me an email or head over to the website and just fill out the contact form with moxieandgrace.com. Just go fill it out. It'll shoot me an email. Or you can join my Facebook group, which is Eat, Sleep, Create, Be Boss. And you can ask it in there. And there's over, I think we're up to like 130 some odd people in there now that are all amazing. Great hair. Hope to see you again. Thank you. That are all amazing at kind of answering questions, anything that pertains to, creative business owners, entrepreneurship, all that kind of fun stuff. So if you ask a question in there, it might get featured on a future episode of Q&A Tuesday. But until then, this has been episode 2. I hope to see you next week for episode 3. And if you want to catch up, this video will be posted probably by this evening on the YouTube channel. Head over there and check it out. Moxie and Grace. Search for that on YouTube. It'll pop up. And I will